If you would like to attend more live classes like these, click the link in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello, Mighty Family. Welcome to today's chair class. I'm Coach Lindsay. Thank you as always for joining me. Today is going to be chair core. We're going to be working all of our core muscles, well, most of them anyways, all while sitting in the chair. So very low impact, not a lot of impact on the back, which is very nice. Just make sure that you have a nice hard backed chair with no wheels. And then you're going to need one weight. I'm using an 8-pound weight. It is a little bit on the heavier side, I would say. So if you're using a weight, I would go to 3 to 5 pounds. If you don't have a weight, you can use a can of food, a water bottle, and you can certainly do these without a weight as well. So it's an option for a little bit of a more challenge or resistance, but certainly we can do these without weights. Let's go ahead and get started into our warm-up. So our warm-up is going to start with some side reaches. So we're just going to scoot a little bit forward in our chair here. Feet are going to go flat on the ground, making sure that we're not relying on the back of that chair. Engage that core, squeeze that belly button to your spine, and we're just going to be reaching over just to warm up the obliques here. Join me when you're ready. So with these chair core classes, a couple things to keep in mind is we want to make sure that whenever we are engaging our core with these exercises, that we're drawing that belly button to our spine. And I know I say that a lot, but picture a little thread coming from behind your back and someone's pulling your belly button towards that. So that's kind of what you want to focus on for that core engagement. A lot of times if you don't focus on that, you're going to get coning. So you're going to get less of a core engagement aspect of it. Which, will cause a little bit more issues in that pelvic floor and back area. So making sure that you're engaging your core correctly, and then you'll be all good. But I'll give you cues. And then another thing to remember is breathe. So a lot of times when we do core workouts, we forget to breathe because we're trying to hold and engage that core. So remember to breathe in and out through these exercises. Again, I will give you good cues as well. Let's get into some good morning. So we're going to scoot a little bit further in that chair, open up those hips. Hands go on the hips, on your hips, open up those legs, and then we're just going to kind of lean forward and then lean back up. So this is a good lower back strengthening exercise. So you kind of want to picture pushing your butt backwards and hinging at the hips versus bending forward. And so really, really squeeze that core here. Nice flat back. We don't want to see any arching or hunching of the back. And we're kind of warming up the hips, the back, and the core here. And the reason for that is when you're doing core, you want to make sure that you're also touching on the surrounding muscles, because the core muscles don't just support themselves. They're supported by the glutes and the hips and the back. So we want to make sure that we're kind of touching all areas here. So a few more good mornings here. 2 more. And last one, we're gonna get into some hip openers. So we're gonna go real light on our feet here, lean just ever so slightly back in those sit bones, and we're taking those hips in and out. So again, working on some hip mobility here, kind of working on a little bit of strengthening of the glutes. Even though we're sitting on them, we can still squeeze them, right? So I'll talk a little bit about the workout today. We're gonna be doing 4 exercises, 3 sets of the 4 exercises. First set is gonna be 8 reps. Second set is gonna be 10. And then the third set is gonna be an optional 12 reps. So you can do the 12 for an extra challenge. You can stick with the 8 to 10 if you're feeling like that is a good fit for you. So remember, this is your workout. I'm just guiding you through it. You can kind of pick your reps as long as you're moving your body. We're not gonna have a lot of rest in between the 4 exercises. However, we will have an active rest in between each set. So that is what you can expect for today. A couple more hip openers, and I'm gonna preview what the workout looks like. So go ahead and just watch for now. Keep your body moving if you wanna keep that heart rate up, and I'm gonna show you what these 4 exercises are. So first exercise, side bends. So you'll wanna have your weight, just 1 today. You wanna start with that weight in your right hand. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a teapot motion. So hand can go on the hip or behind the ear, and we're just hinging at the oblique there for 8, okay? So really keep your back nice and strong, really engage that core. We don't wanna be leaning forward or leaning backwards. It's a nice straight motion to the side. So 8 on one side, 8 on the other. Next exercise, single weighted bicycle crunches. So we're gonna hold that weight in our hands very neutrally, and then we're taking opposite elbow, opposite knee. So that weight is just adding good resistance in that upper body here. So 8, double count this time. I usually do single count. So double count is 1, 1, 2, and 2 for 8. Third exercise is crunches. So similar to the bicycle kicks, we're just kind of crunching forward. So we're gonna hold that weight towards our chest. Similar motion to good mornings, but we're gonna crunch forward and come back up. Okay, so 8 of those. Next, you will not need your weight, but heel tap. So we're going to go nice and light on our toes, and then we're gonna tap the outside of our hand or our fingertips to the outside of our heel. So double count here. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Okay, so those are your 4 exercises. We're gonna start with 8 reps. So grab your weight and let's get started. So we're gonna start with those side bends. Feet are nice and flat on the ground. You have good stability in your core. You're not leaning back on that chair. And let's go ahead and start. Weight should be in your right hand. And we're here for 8. Really use that core to draw yourself back up. We don't have to teeter down very far. You can kind of go as far as your back and your core will allow you to. Of course, if you have more core strength, you're gonna be able to bend further down. You can kind of place your hand on your core just to make sure it's feeling nice and engaged. 2 more here. And last one. Come back up, switch the weight in the other hand. Same thing on the other side. So left side this time. I kind of like to keep that hand on my core just to make sure that I'm keeping it nice and engaged. And let's begin here for 8. Excellent job. Nice and slow here. 3 more. 2. And last one, drawing yourself back up, switching that weight into both hands. I like to hold the bottoms of the weight here. And then we're gonna get into those bicycles. So opposite elbow, opposite knee, meeting in the middle. So we don't wanna see having your upper body go all the way down. We also don't wanna see that knee coming all the way up. So we kinda wanna meet them right in the middle. And let's begin. So we're here for 8, 7, 6, really keep that core engaged. 5, 4, excellent. 3, 2, and last one here. Great job, Mighty Family. Right into those crunches. Take a deep breath. It's hard to talk and breathe at the same time, so hopefully you're breathing a lot better than I am. Hold that weight close to your chest. Legs want to go out just a little bit further so that you have room to crunch in between. And let's begin. So we're just kind of coming forward, similar to that good morning motion, and coming up here for 8. Remember to breathe. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down. Really use that core to draw yourself back up. Try not to rely on your back as much. 2 more. Last one, Mighty Family. All the way down and all the way up. We get to ditch the weight for a little bit for this last exercise. Those heel taps. So we're moving right along in this first set. So again, double count with those heel taps. We're taking the fingertips on the outside of the heel, kind of using a lot of the pelvic floor and a little bit of forward obliques here. So whenever you're ready, let's begin. So double count here, 8, 7, nice and tall. Keep those shoulders nice and tall and open. We don't want to see this, right? We want to be nice and open. Use that core, not your upper body. Excellent job. 2 more. And last one here. Awesome job, Mighty Family. Active rest is going to be some side punches. So we're just gonna do this motion here in between each set. Now, if you're feeling like you need to actually take a full rest, please just sit, grab some water, get your breath. But if you're ready to kind of keep your heart rate going, this is a really good active rest in between the sets. Gives our core a little bit of a break, but also keeps it good and engaged. So first set is done. You guys did awesome. Now we're getting into that middle set where we're doing 10 reps of each. So as we go through kind of this elevator approach to sets, if you feel like sticking to 8 reps is better, that's just fine. Even if you want to do more than me, that's fine too. So remember to just challenge yourself. That's all I want to see, and also just to keep your body moving. So we're going to keep in this active rest here for about 15 more seconds, and then we're going to begin again with those side bends. Great job, Mighty Family. 5, 4, get that weight, and let's begin. So grab that weight, side bends, 10 reps, starting with that right side. Let's begin. 10, 9, 8. This is a sneaky exercise, I usually call it, because you don't feel it at first when you're doing it, but the next day you definitely feel it there in the lower back a little bit and the obliques. So if you're not feeling this just yet, you will tomorrow, don't worry. 3 more. 2. And last one. Coming all the way up before we bring it up and switch that weight. Make sure that transition is nice and safe there. And let's begin on that left side here for 10. 9. 8. 7. Go at your own pace too. We don't want to go super fast to where we're compromising form, right? Remember your breath. 3 more. 2. And last one, coming all the way up before we transition into those seated bicycles, okay? So remember, meeting that opposite elbow, opposite knee in the middle, holding that weight there for resistance, and let's begin. So here's double count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep going, almost there. 2 more. And last one here, mighty family. Excellent job. Nice, easy transition. We don't really have to do much with that weight there. Heading right into those crunches, okay? So hold that weight nice and close to your chest here, and let's begin here for 10. Use those back muscles in that core to draw yourself back up. Mostly your core here. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Don't hold your breath. I know it's so tempting. Four more here. 2 left. Last one here, mighty family. Excellent job. Toss that weight aside. Last exercise of the second set. We are moving along those heel taps. So make sure you're nice and scooted forward a little bit on that chair, leaning back just ever so slightly. Fingertips touch the back of the heel. And let's begin here for double count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really squeeze that core here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Excellent job. Heading right into that active rest. Get those side punches in if you want to. If you need to take a break, that's just fine. So one set is down. We did 8 reps. Second set is down. We did 10. So this third set is kind of up to you. I'm going to be doing 12. If you want to join me, amazing. If you need to stick to those 8 to 10, that is just fine as well. So make sure that you are challenging yourself, right? Otherwise we don't really grow too much, but make sure that you're not doing too much. So I know that's a hard balance to find, but that's why I'm here to help. So at the same time, if there's certain exercises where maybe you can do 12, but there's some that you want to stick with 8, that's just fine too. So let this last set kind of be your set and what you want to do. Keep going, keep that core nice and engaged here with this active rest. 10 more seconds and we're going to begin. Moving right along. Go ahead and grab that weight, get yourself set up for these side bends. Everybody take a big inhale and exhale with me. Roll those shoulders back away from your ears. Weight in that right hand, and let's begin here for 12. Great job. Remember to breathe. Four more. 2. Last one here. All the way up, transition that weight. You guys are doing awesome. Roll those shoulders back away from your ear. Make sure you're nice and tall before we begin. And let's go ahead and start here for 12. 11. Great job. 10. 9. 8. Check in with your form here. Make sure you're not leaning back or leaning forward. We're nice and strong, nice and straight. Check your core engagement. Great job. 4 more. 2. And last one here, mighty family. All the way up. Transition that weight, holding it neutrally here on either side of the weight. Make sure you have a good grip and jumping right into those bicycles. So opposite arm, opposite knee, and let's go double count for 12. 11. 10. 9. Keep it going. 8. 7. Excellent job. 6. 5. Almost there. This is a tough one. 3. 2. Last one. Whoo, mighty family, that's an upper body workout at this point too, holding that weight up. All right, crunches now. So holding that weight close to your chest here, and let's go ahead and begin. So forward crunch, use your core to pull yourself back up. There's 12, 11, keep it going, 10, 9, 8, nice and controlled. We tend to get a little bit excited at the end, right? We want to rush through it. Don't rush through it. Time under tension is important for muscles. 6, 5, 4. Remember, inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down. 2 more. Last one here. Excellent job, mighty family. Just like that, we're at the last exercise. Toss the weight. We are done with it for good. We're getting into those heel taps here. So same thing, fingertips to the outside of the heel, and let's begin here for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, remember to breathe. 4, 3, 2, last one here, mighty family. Excellent job. We're still gonna get in that active rest, so join me for some side punches here. Excellent job, mighty family. You can take these punches a little bit slower since we're gonna get into some stretching here, but awesome job getting in those 4 exercises, 3 sets, 8, 10, and 12. A nice little good progressive, what I call a PPP set, practice, perform, and progress. So a really good way to kind of challenge yourself along the way and get it done. So hopefully you're feeling nice and good tomorrow with your core, good core strength there in the core and the back. Excellent job, mighty family. Let's go ahead into some static. I'm forgetting my lingo here, static side reaches here. So we're just gonna take it over. Static means that you're just kind of holding this stretch nice and still. So we usually do dynamic stretching or dynamic warm up in the beginning of a workout and static at the end. Just holding that, really getting that muscle fiber stretched out. Both feet should still be flat on the ground here. And go ahead and take it over to the other side. Inhale and exhale here. Bring that heart rate back down. Excellent job, mighty family. Come back up. We're gonna use the chair for a little bit of a side twist here. So go ahead and take that right hand and grip the side of the chair. That left hand is gonna come on the outside of the right leg, and we're just gonna twist. So make sure you're staying nice and tall. Don't twist too much. We don't wanna hurt that lower back there, but bringing in a good stretch across the core here. Looking straight forward too, that helps kind of keep our posture nice and straight. So try not to look down or anywhere else, just look straight forward here, mighty family. We'll hold this for about 5 more seconds. And switch, slowly come out of that twist. Same thing on the other side, so taking that left hand, gripping the left part of your chair, right hand comes on the outside of your left knee, and just falling into that twist. So you can kind of play around with it, go a little deeper. Every couple seconds here, remembering to look nice and straight forward. And then coming out of that stretch nice and slow, ending with a couple forward folds here. So take those legs nice and wide. Inhale, arms come all the way up, reach, reach, reach. Elongate that core, arch your back just a little bit, and then we're gonna fall forward just ever so slowly, kind of letting your hands just dangle. We don't need to do too much here. Just let the tension of the lower back kind of release here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna hunch our shoulders forward and roll slowly up, really opening up the shoulders. And when you return to the top, let's do one more here, all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Give yourself a moment here to extend that core. And then when you're ready, fall forward, slowly. Let those hands dangle. I sometimes like to go side to side a little bit too, because we work a lot of our side parts of our back on the side and our obliques. And then when you're ready, hunch those shoulders forward and roll up nice and slow. Deep breath in and out, and you are out of here, mighty family. Thank you so much for joining me for today's chair core class, and I will see you all next time.